Hey friend, Brannon Shortt here, and I got to tell you, I love reading. Now that may not mean much to you, but if you would have known me growing up, you would have found that comical. For a kid that as a sophomore had a 1.1 GPA, it's okay, I was a late bloomer. It's comical to think that somebody like me would love reading, and I do. As I've grown older, I just love to read in all different genres. Those pages act like portals into other worlds that I've never seen and explored. I'm romantic about reading. I just love it. And recently I've been rereading this little book by a guy named Frederick Buechner where he writes this line I want to tell you today. He wrote, "The place God calls you to is the place where your deep gladness and the world's deep hunger meet." You know, that reminds me of what Jesus told the disciples in Mark 9 after they'd been arguing about who's the greatest. Now, I want you to imagine that. They're on the way to a house, and these guys are arguing in the background about who's the greatest while they're with Jesus, which is genuinely hilarious. But in verse 35 in Mark 9, it says this, "Sitting down, Jesus called the 12 to them and said, 'Anyone who wants to be first must be the very last and servants of all.'" I love that Jesus doesn't tell them not to pursue greatness. He doesn't even say, don't pursue coming in first. He doesn't even say, don't go for it with all you've got. He just changes the way they conceptualize greatness. He declares that in the kingdom of God, the first or the greatest are not those who continually win, are not those who are most educated, who are most successful, or most wealthy, or any other marker of society. He says that those who are first are those who serve others. Today, like that passage and like that Buechner quote, I want you to ask yourself, what brings you deep gladness? What are the things that just make your soul sing? And once you've thought about that, really like on an introspective level thought about that, ask yourself, where can that meet the needs of somebody else? Where can that serve someone else? I say go for it. I say swing for the fence, go for greatness, go for the prize, run the race as if to win it. And today do that by taking the things that bring your soul gladness and meeting the need and meeting the place and meeting the space for somebody else.